Howdy, and welcome to the Mighty Muddy Chuck channel. I be Chuck. So I finally released a new book. It's an 80-page novella, 99 cents. It's part of Kindle Unlimited. So if you're subscribed to Kindle Unlimited, you can read it for as part of your subscription for free. I think it's a pretty good book. It's erotica, you know. so, uh, but it's a good book, and the way to support me in this channel is to, read my ebooks, buy and read my ebooks. Okay, so SiriusXM launching 24/7 pro wrestling channel in July. Pro wrestling has gone from a once-a-week show on SiriusXM to having its own channel. The satellite radio provider announced Thursday that Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7 will take over channel 156 beginning Tuesday. Channel 156 has been SiriusXM Fight Nation, which has carried pro wrestling, MMA, and boxing shows. Dave LaGreca says he couldn't be more excited. The longtime host of Busted Open, which started as a 1-hour weekly show in 2009, said that I really owe it to our fans. They've really been dedicated and asked for this for years. It's a dream come true to actually see it form, and now it's about to happen. Busted Open expanded to 5 days a week in 2018 before going to 6 days 1 year later. It will have a live episode 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to noon on the new channel, featuring LaGreca with wrestling stars Bully Ray, Mark Henry, and Tommy Dreamer. The show has appealed to fans of both WWE and AEW with video clips of interviews getting plenty of engagement on social media. The channel's daily lineup will also feature programs from Sam Roberts, Peter Rosenberg, Jonathan Coachman, Natalia, and Matt Cardona. 5 nights a week there will be a Busted Open After Dark program where fans can call in and react after WWE and AEW shows. The great thing is we're not associated with WWE or AEW, so they'll be able to trash on those properties. So we can give an honest opinion about both products, said LaGreca, who signed a multi-year extension with SiriusXM. The fact that there is a little bit of tension between these two companies and even the fans makes it even better for what they're doing on air. You need drama. You need drama. I need more drama here. Not really. I can hold up to drama. I'd walk off just pouting. He attacked me. She attacked me. What do they mean? I have thin skin. I know to do this kind of stuff, you need to have thick skin. I know that. But my response generally isn't whiny. My response actually is to make them think twice before they mess with me again. And of course, that doesn't help because you need a little bit of drama to build up your channel. But I don't like that tension and all that. I don't like being put down. I don't like putting other people down. I really don't. But entertainment, especially with wrestling and fighting and all that, you need the drama. You need the drama. Pro wrestling also can claim, at least on satellite radio, for being on a level playing field with both professional sports leagues and major college conferences and having a dedicated channel. Well, people love wrestling. They know they know that it's entertainment. They get that. They know that it's scripted. They get that. Back in the old days, people would argue and all that, but it's pretty much understood now that it's scripted. But even scripted, it's still entertaining. And there still actually is a level of, maybe not honest is the right word, but real fighting. I mean, real talent. I mean, fake fighting, being a stuntman is work. It's not easy. Knowing how to take those falls just right, make it look like you're really throwing a punch when you're not, falling down from the ropes and all that. Then the trash talk part of that's acting. It takes real acting ability. You got to appreciate the people that's in the wrestling and fighting entertainment industry. You got to respect them. I mean, yeah, you can whine and moan, it ain't real, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I can argue. I mean, I've seen football games that didn't look real. Be honest. Why did he put that play in? Why? It made no sense. That play was stupid as it could be. Why did he go for a field goal when he needed 7 points to win the game? Or why did he go for a down when a field goal would have won the game? Now, either way, I've seen it all. I mean, I'm old. I've seen it all. I've seen it all. I've seen it all. Anyway, if you want to support me, read my ebooks. I appreciate it. I'm going to try to start publishing a new one at least every 2 weeks. It's my goal. Of course, this latest ebook took longer than it should have for me to finish. So some of them will be erotica. They're not all going to be erotica. And also, I've kind of changed my formula with erotica. And when I say formula, I don't. That's kind of misleading. But basically, originally, my erotica did not necessarily contain enough sex. It was more plot than sex. And with this latest one, I pretty much tried to, my goal, my aim was basically 50% sex, 50% story. And I think that's pretty much going to be my goal for my erotic writing going into the future. I was way overplotting some of my erotica, way overplotting it. Be more romance in it. Like the horror ebook, the erotic horror ebook that I wrote. I like it. It's a good book. But one of the readers, it was like I scarred them for life because of one of the stories in it. He had to go to a psychiatrist. I'm kidding, of course. He didn't really have to go to a psychiatrist. He just should have, because he's crazy as hell. You can tell that based on the review. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Like I said, drama helps sell this, and you got to have a thick skin. But it's hard to always have a thick skin, and it's hard to measure, okay, what should your response be? Or should you respond at all? Should you respond at all when somebody attacks you? And you also got to judge, okay, are they trolling in fun? Or are they being serious? Sometimes it's not obvious. I know when I first got on Twitter back in the original early days when Twitter was really Twitter and not this crap that we got now, I would have fun trolling with people, picking at people, and they'd pick back. It wasn't hard feelings. And then at some point, it became serious. And it became clear that they were serious. Like, damn, I'm just here having fun, dude. When I get into political matters, I'm not altogether serious on political matters. I was upset by some of the latest Supreme Court ruling. I won't go into it because I don't want that to be what this channel's about, because it'll hurt me if I go into politics too much. It definitely hurt me on Twitter when I went too deep into politics. Because I lean libertarian, which means I piss the people on the right off, I piss the people on the left off, because I lean libertarian. I believe in freedom. I believe less government is better government. And that's the reason that Supreme Court ruling, I'm not going to go into it, but it was part of those rulings on that last day of the session were horrendous. They were horrendous. And I'm moderate. I lean libertarian, but basically I'm moderate. And I looked at it like that Texas ID law on adult content. What the hell? First of all, it's not proven that adult content harms anybody. As a matter of fact, since porn became legal and more accessible, the number of teenage pregnancies has dropped. The number of sexual violence has dropped. Now, you may not always think that based on the headlines of the news, but it's dropped. You look up the statistics, it's dropped. Taking away that shame from masturbation was important. It created a healthier, sexier. I want to phrase it. It created a healthier attitude towards sex. Masturbation is normal and natural. Sexual repression is not. Um, and just to be perfectly blunt, for some people that just simply cannot hook up with the right person and have that loving relationship, which is desirable. It's very desirable to have that loving relationship. But if you can't do it, there's nothing wrong with masturbation. There's nothing wrong with it. And some people say, well, it hurts you sexually, and they go through all this rigmarole, And you may actually buy into some of that rigmarole. And if you do, that's fine. I mean, seriously, I don't care. I honestly don't care. But the old saying, if you don't use it, you lose it, is true, especially when it comes to your sex organs. You don't use it, you lose it. When you're younger, sex tends to feed on itself. And you can't become overly obsessed on sex. And you shouldn't. Anyway, that was a horrendous ruling on the Texas ID law. It did tremendous damage to the internet. It did tremendous damage to the freedom. If you read Clarence Thomas's ruling on that, it's actually a war. It goes way beyond adult content. It goes way beyond adult content. It's setting the stage where you're not going to have any privacy. You will not be able to conduct commerce either online or perhaps even in your village, town, small town, based on how they identify you, and you allow them to identify you. You allow them to set up a social credit score, and then that social credit score is used against you. Because Clarence Thomas basically ruled that beyond adult content, you have no right to privacy. You have no right not to show your ID. Originally, the internet basically was looked at as an extension of your living room. And the privacy in your living room was your privacy online. They totally got away from that. Totally got away from that. And that's scary. Anyway, much thanks for watching and listening. I do appreciate it. Buy my ebooks. Read my ebooks. Please.